No way!
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
This game might be the best game I played all year.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Sheesh.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
I don't know, man.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Who is she writing to? Because right now she's...
And the history you're a part of.
Because right now she's the last, right? And she said she was only... Well, she said she was 17.
To be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
She said she was 17 when she inherited the house.
People in these stories believed them. For what that's worth.
That doesn't mean that whoever I am reading the journal, if I'm not her, it doesn't mean that, like, that could be years after she wrote this stuff, maybe? I don't know.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Where do I go? Guess I keep following the trail.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
True.
It's
Dang.
embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Wait a minute. Rurpy, lurpy, furpy, chirpy, burpy, derpy.
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
I'm Derpy Jr. Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Coco, Zoe, Shotzi, Shadow, Oliver, Bob, Christopher, Bailey. Is this just the pet cemetery? Wow. Yeah, it
Sven
is.
built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Let's go to Edie's thing then. Oh, wow, look at everyone's... Okay, Barbara was the star. Molly the cat. Calvin, the astronaut. Finn the builder. Edie is responsible for the books. Walter got a rock. Okay.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Is that the ship? Let's see. Come on, focus.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Wow. Am I supposed to look at something else? I feel like I am. Maybe not though. Yeah, I guess that's it. They won't let me click it again, so I guess I just go back, right?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
What? Who the hell is Sanjay? Well, oh, was Sanjay a brother? I don't know.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Okay, Milton's her brother. Dawn.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
That's kind of a lot to just leave with one person alone, but
looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
oh, she is pregnant. Oh, she's talking to the baby. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. So she's not 17. She inherited the house when she was 17, and now she's coming back for the first time.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
She kind of got a baby voice to be, I don't know. I guess she just got a light voice.
They were both pretty intense.
Not looking forward to this one. Grandpa Sam.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Okay, Sam. Where's your hidden spot?
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Huh? What am I missing here, buddy? Oh, here we go. Just lock into what Sam had going on.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Are you gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
My
Hey.
fault.
Language.
Right. Watch your mouth.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
Okay, little lake action. I don't know if this one's supposed to be taking a picture of. It ain't.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. It's still freezing, though.
A bird.
Aw.
What else we got? A bird family.
definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
Dad
I
King?
definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
That's a nice cup. Yeah. Okay, Dad. What, man? Took a picture. What you want?
Last time I was with my brother Cal. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
No. Ain't shit out here but the wilderness. No, I'm just playing.
Your grandpa's Fen taught us how to fish. How to build a fire.
Now, what the hell is that?
We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd...
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
The freaking buck. No, that ain't good. I wanted it
Before you
standing.
take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Where's she at? With the rifle? Where the hell is she at? What? Oh, here she go.
Dad, I...
Bow, gotcha.
Let me get behind you.
She do not want to kill them.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Oh, this is a fire shot right here, right here.
Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced.
Oh!
Whenever you're ready. Great shot, Dawn!
Who the f? Oh. A selfie? This selfie is nasty. Oh!
Proud of you, Dawn.
I can
Always
move.
remember that, okay?
Hold on. Wait, this is too fun. Hold on, get over, Sam. Sam!
Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Dawn is in turmoil. Sam over here like, let me get in here. Okay. Oh! Where am I at?
Hang on, kiddo. Just trying to get a shot of the two of us together.
This should not be this fun. Okay. Bro, she is broken. You talking about some, let's get a shot of the two of us together.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
sick.
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera.
Like
Try not
what?
to think about...
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
How was she gonna tell you that? Holy moly. Sheesh. Meal ready to eat, not MREs.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah, I imagine. Okay, a little playroom. Gregory. No. Not a baby, bro. Not a baby. Divorce contract? Kay Carl and Sam Finch. Okay, so Kay is Sam's ex-wife. Sam is this character's mom. She's the one for the pink with the pink room. All right, I'm just trying to.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Stop, this is too much.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Babies do, bro. What the hell am I doing here, babe? Gregory, that's so cute. Okay, we just chilling with the frog. Oh, I'm the frog, man. I'm the frog. Oh, we diving, we jumping, and we diving.
Time over, Gregory. It's time to. Hold on, sweetie.
Stop. No, stop.
Hello?
Already. Don't tell me this baby drowned in this tub.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
They trying to make this cute, but I'm already peeping what they're trying to do. Damn, this hard as wait. Hold on.
That's what it looks like.
We dancing?
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw,
Oh,
it sure made him happy.
there we go. Come on. Get it!
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
What happens? I mean, I feel like I know what's gonna happen, but turn. Yeah.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
That's so fucked up, bro.
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything.
Wow. I knew it. The moment they showed him in that
I
bathtub.
know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy.
I can only hope.
And he'd want you to be happy too.
Damn.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Wow. Poor baby. Poor little baby. Well, we got like 4 to go.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh no, this is killing me, dog. I don't be playing with keyboard, y'all. Discombobulated. Alright. Let's just Yup. No! This is ridiculous. Hey! Oh, that's a scary ass thing. What's that about?
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Whose wedding was it? Was it her wedding?
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I
I
now pronounce you husband and wife.
Okay.
You may kiss the bride.
Oh, here we go.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Turn up, Gus. Like, what the hell?
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Okay. So these letters down here. Oh no, Gus.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
That's why those chairs were in the tree.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Oh no.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Wow.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Word. Okay. I'm seeing now. Sam, Gus, and Gregory. And then Dawn. Okay, those were her brothers. So then she lost 2 of her sons too then. And whoever the hell Sanjay was, which I'm imagining is probably her children's father, right? I don't mean to keep doing that whenever it's time to close the book. Wow. Oh, a little rock climbing wall?
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Yep. That's their dad. Okay, figured.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Wait, I don't want to open this yet.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Okay. Damn, what happened to Sanjay?
Louis was born a year later.
Okay.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Okay, so now we're in the stuff that's like stacked up on top.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
This is crazy. Okay.
But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Wow. All trauma aside, imagine living in a house like this. This thing is fire. Oh, Milton. Let's look at... Oh, that's just the rope. Okay, let's go for the...
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Flip booklet and a flip booklet is crazy work. Is he gonna walk through that door? Is that like a pathway or something?
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Okay, so 1992 to 2003, Milton. Okay. So what happened to Lewis then? Okay, I imagine we go up, right?
Mom spent months
down.
searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Nah, I don't want to go back up. Stop. Oh, window. Okay.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
What? We go up again, yeah? Or not. Oh, yeah, okay.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Okay, Lewis is her other brother.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Okay, so Lewis was at the cannery. Do I have to... How does one access Lewis's space? Right here we go. Oh, right here.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
Mm-hmm.
That part of him lived on. Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Just like the details, all the rooms, like the attention to like the characters, and like this is amazing.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Would I throw it forward? Okay.
He kept working at the cannery,
Oh, I'm behind already.
but he withdrew part of himself.
Get me off the line.
In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Mine began to what? Oh.
Wander.
Stop. No way. You finna cut that hand off.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
Okay. This is crazy
He'd
work.
feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Huh? Bats and toads. That's not gonna help me. This is insane, y'all.
And things that have not names.
Sounds insane in my ear.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
I didn't even cut them. Oh
I
my
had hoped he'd find himself.
gosh. Oh, I gotta go on the red carpet.
But he found something more.
Fine.
I worried about him then.
Get me in the door.
Daydreaming at the cannery,
Yeah, that's dangerous.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
Of course, because that's all they care about.
Methodical, tireless, focused.
That's all they care about.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
You should know. Oh. All they care about
I
is
even encouraged.
being mindless. Oh, that one hit me.
It seemed very promising at first.
A dog?
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Hey, Poochie. Oh, we gotta get up there. Set that fire. How do I do?
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
This game might be the best game I
Built the
played
city
all
up
year.
slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Hey, hey, hey. This is all in his mind though, right?
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery.
And they just thought he probably got promoted
But his
after
chopping
that.
was as reliable as ever.
Right. Manager now.
And one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
They were
were
fake.
all in his imagination.
Yeah. Hold on. I lost sight of my controls. There we
So
go.
he could do whatever he wished.
Uh-oh.
He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh my gosh, this is insane, y'all.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Okay, it's getting hard now.
St. Louis.
Wow. We're finna crash
He
out.
started
We're
drifting
gonna
away
crash
from our
out.
reality.
Okay.
Minneapolis.
Oh.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Wow. Lost him to his mind.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Handsome queen.
handsome queen.
I love that. Letting people choose fire.
The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbows. Is June out here, you know what I'm saying?
radiant rainbows.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, wait, we getting points. Hold on. Still doing the uh-oh.
He followed the sound of her
She played electric sitar.
electric sitar.
Yeah. Wow. I am.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
I can't even see the freaking slicer anymore, y'all. I'm just throwing
He knew
fish.
the world was all in his imagination.
3? Y'all getting greedy now. Wow.
But he was so proud of having created it.
Let me in, boy.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
I'm like lost for words at this.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Oh.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
All right, let's see what happens.
He began to forget the world we know.
I'm not looking forward to this one.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Lewis, what are you about to do? Is this Lewis or am I Lewis?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
This is Lewis. So what now?
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
What? Oh, okay. He took himself out the game. Must have.
Bend down his head.
It's a guillotine! Oh!
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
I think that was the most that was just such a amazing way to like illustrate that was crazy. Wow. All right, so who we got left? We got Dawn and Edie. Wow.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
Okay.
She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
Are those packing peanuts? What is that? Yes, her mom's room. Okay.
But I understand why we left. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
What am I missing here? Oh, a ladder.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Okay. Tell me about it then. Alright, let's get into it.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
to our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Damn. Okay.
The power had been shut off that morning.
Right.
But Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
No. Open it. I'm so locked in, this is ridiculous. This is
The thing
ridiculous.
you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Damn.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Okay.
That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful.
I bet.
You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Okay.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wondered. I started seeing things.
What's with the deer, you know? What does that symbolize? That's in everything.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Okay.
Or maybe I came back to them.
We made it.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let
Don't
go.
rip it!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
No! That's
The
sick
next
as
morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
She wasn't going. That's what
We
she
both
was
tried to
saying.
make the best of it. A few years went by.
Oh, who? Shake it. Shake.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
Oh no.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
Dawn Finch.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Damn.
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Right.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Stop, because is this the baby coming out?
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now...
Stop.
Things didn't work out that way.
Stop.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
You! What happened? Was it during childbirth? In all seriousness, this was one of the best games I've ever played. The story was absolutely amazing. The way they illustrated the different things that happened to the different people was just fantastic on so many different levels. I do not regret playing this game in the slightest. It was a great time. That's gonna be the end of what remains of Edith Finch. If you made it to the end of this one, I appreciate you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment, let me know what you think. If you played this game, let me know what you think, how you felt about it. Feel free to do the things with the buttons, like, subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you in the next gameplay. Bye.